Hello everyone, it's World Warrior FGC back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at Ken's VSkill 2. Now there's mixed reviews from lots of people. Some people are saying it's okay, some are just saying it's absolute trash, whereas other people are saying it's actually great. So why don't we get down to the nitty and gritty and see exactly how this pans out. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's have a look and see exactly what VSkill 2 does. Now if you just tap VSkill on hit, it's +2, you can't really get much from that. However, if you hold and charge this VSkill, you get +4. +4, you get more options available for combos. However, it's not really spectacular, you know, so it's nothing really too amazing. However, on block, as expected, is slightly different. The standard version is -2. Now, people were saying, you know, it's -2, it's fine, you know, you can walk back and avoid throws, but to be honest, every match I've tried so far, I've either been thrown or I've teched a throw straight after, because the opponent just does not care. They will throw you if they see this version, or they will hit out a button and your turn is over. That's the short of it, the long and short of it. However, this version, the charge version, it's +3 on block. So you can do like a jab follow-up, do a chin buster. Problem is with that is that you lose your turn straight away, so again, not too spectacular, and I don't really see how that's going to keep the pressure up, because the moment you press a button which also gets blocked, your pressure's pretty much gone. Now in terms of combos, there is some pretty decent utilization like this, so you can convert and get some pretty decent damage from his dive kick. That's probably the most useful air version of any of his combos. Now the other one I found useful was his Lion Breaker. It links into EX Tatsu, which is pretty good, gives you some good corner carry. And the other standard one is his Chin Buster, again EX Tatsu. Now the combos are okay, the damage is okay, but you know, like, there is a few things that you lose in the process as well, and Ken losing his run cancel is a very big deal, especially when it comes to Oki. Right, now in terms of Oki from the actual VSkill, there is a couple of kinda decent options. Like you can whiff Light Tatsu, which leaves you plus, so you can just carry on your combo, or there's a Thunder Kick Feint kind of variation of it, which kinda works. And I just messed that one up, so let's do that again. So again, that leaves you at plus, just continue your combo. Now, one more thing that I really need to say about this trigger is this pretty much cuts out most of your crush counters, which kinda sucks. So normally with Ken you would also do like a run cancel, but we are now stuck with this. Now come on, that's +2 on hit rate, so you know, you can really do nothing after that. That's the best you're going to get. So if you're neutral and you're fishing for like a crush counter and you just go for something like this, that's all you're going to get basically. So if you do like something like hard kick, then you're in tough luck, you know, you're not getting nothing from that. Sweep, I've got one of my own setups, which I'm probably going to do a video on later. I found a pretty decent kind of crush counter sweep setup with him, and it's pretty good on hit and on block. I'll probably look into that a bit more later. Now the VSkill itself, it does open up some pretty flashy situations, but it's certainly not optimal. You know, we can do some cool stuff like that, but you know, that's not really going to get you results, that's going to get you style, but you know, sometimes that's going to be the opposite of what you actually need, especially when you're playing someone like Ken. Now what we'll do is we'll have a look at some footage, just some messing around I was doing in some matches, a couple of situations where I found where I was cancelling from normals like that and basically landing these kind of things on opponents, doing some combos inside matches, and it was kind of okay-ish, but something felt really off. You know, it felt like something is really missing with Ken, his spacing, his mobility, you know, the ability to actually get around the actual stage didn't feel quite right. There's certain times when you need to get like a VSkill to get Oki, as in VSkill 1 for example, You can't do that anymore, so now you need to sometimes try and double dash to chase your opponent down, and your opponent's wake up jab will win that situation. So you're kind of cutting off your legs basically in some situations, which is a bit of a bummer, but overall I'd say it's still quite early. I mean, at a glance I would say it's certainly not a replacement for like V-Trigger 1, oh sorry, V-Skill 1 rather. But like I said, it's early days, people are still kind of labbing it, but would I choose this over V-Skill 1 right now? Not at all, absolutely not. I mean, this is something I probably would mess around with in casuals or maybe in Battle Lounge, but certainly I'm not going to plan on jumping in rank with this V-Skill. I'll have a death wish if I do that basically. Right now, I mean, it's working against some opponents. The reason why, because it's still new and people haven't sussed it out. Like most people that I kept doing the charge version on, they blocked it and they pressed nothing because they were scared to do something, or they did try and challenge it and I got a counter hit. But again, it's day 1, people don't know it. Day 2 and 3, they probably will know it, and that's going to invalidate those situations because there was one guild player who did just keep hitting jab and he kept stopping me doing it, which was, you know, that's quite quick, and it's only a matter of time before everybody else picks up on this as well, which can be a bit of a problem. This is a hard knockdown setup that I told you about, so you've seen there it's +9 at best on counter hit, and it's actually +6 on block as well, so that gets you right in your opponent's face, and basically you've got some opportunity to basically get some pressure in there, and +6 is a pretty good place to be. Now I found this one because I had one quite similar with Kage, so I thought, you know what, let's try some Kage tech with Ken just to see what happens, and boom, I found pretty much the equivalent of my Kage setup, which again had similar kind of frame data, is really strong, has a very high success rate, and I can't wait to try this in battle. Only problem is I just need to get used to not having my crush counter follow-ups, but other than that, you know, I'm going to spend some more time on it, to be honest. Right now I don't have the best of impressions of it. I mean, you see some of the pro players are already writing it off, and after playing around with it for a while I can really see why they're writing it off. It really doesn't match up to what you can do with V-Skill 1, and it does cut away a lot of Ken's options, especially Ken's run cancel kind of stuff and Ken's sweep run setups. Like Ken's most reliable setups are based off his sweep into run into backdashes, and you know, there's various kind of things you can do, and cutting off Ken's setups really cuts him off as a character slowly, and it's something that I don't really like. I feel that this maybe should have been an actual special move, like Ryu got a donkey kick, Ken probably should have got this. Certainly not a replacement for run cancels or just a V-Skill run or step kick in general. Okay guys, so that brings us to the end of the video. Just a quick sort of run through of his V-Skill 2, my first, you know, initial impressions of it. Let me know in the comments below what you feel. Have you labbed it yourself? How do you feel this V-Skill is going to work? Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know your thoughts below. So again guys, thank you very much for tuning in again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.